A very good morning to all of you. For class ninth students, this is our chapter 2nd in history for the revision purpose. So, second chapter is Nazism and the rise of Hitler. Students, we have covered all the syllabus so early. Now we are revising the chapter and it is the second chapter of history. It is very necessary that main significant content of the history section should be very much clear and should be learnt by heart from all the student side. So we are going to revise once again the chapter which was earlier explained page per page, and now we are doing a quick revision for your main examination. So when we start the chapter for class ninth, Nazism and the rise of Hitler, first of all we start the chapter with the year of 1914, when this is the year when the First World War was begin, and the First World War was begin between Central Powers and the Allied Power. Central Power included the country Germany, Austria and Turkey, while Allied Powers included Russia, Britain and France. So among the Central Powers and the Allied Power, during 1914 the First World War was begin. Now, after the First World War in 1916, the Russia lost the war from Germany and Austria. That in 1916, Russia had to lost its war which was held from Germany and Austria. And the result of this war, that Russian society faced so many challenges which were not in the favor of all the citizens of Russia. So Russia became economically very poor and weak after the First World War. Now, in 1917, United States joined the Allied powers. After 1916, in 1917, US joined the Allied powers. The Allied powers, it means now it has become the group of US, Russia, Britain and France. Now, in 1918, Allied powers got victory over Central powers. Central powers mean Germany, Austria and Turkey. Means Germany lost the war and First World War ended. So after the First World War, who had lost the war? Germany. Germany had lost his power, his territory after the First World War, as US has joined the Allied power, and US was so economically so strong country, and just because of its presence, the Central Powers, it means Germany has to lost its First World War. Now, what was the effect of losing the First World War by the German side? That in 1918, the King of Germany, Wilhelm II, overthrown and parliamentary system introduced in Germany. So up to the 1970, there was a monarchy system in Germany, but after 1970, in 1918, the Germany king, that Wilhelm II, has to overthrown, and the people started to introduce the parliamentary system in Germany. Now, at Weimar Republic in National Assembly, a democratic constitution has made. German parliament elected the deputies on the basis of universal adult franchise. It means in 1988 in Germany, at Weimar, the National Assembly has conducted, and under the universal adult franchise, the deputy has elected for the National Assembly. In 1918, we are talking about Germany. Now, the public of Germany never accepted the Weimar Republic completely, because after the losing First World War, Germany had to sign a peace treaty with the Allied powers, and it was signed in 1919. But it was a very harsh treaty. It means Germany has to compromise in so many aspects, and how the Germany has to compromise under the Treaty of Peace or the Treaty of Vienna, that the result of this treaty, the Germany was humiliated badly, as lots of territory had been taken away from Germany. Now, Germany was also demilitarized by all the Allied powers. Germany had to pay 6 billion pounds to Allied powers as a war compensation. So it was an adverse effect after the Vienna Treaty, Versailles Treaty, and how the humiliation was held by the Allied powers after the First World War, and Germany has to pay 6 billion pounds to the Allied power as a war compensation. Now, in the year of 1919, at the same time, Adolf Hitler launched German Workers' Party in Germany, and later Hitler became its main leader, and name of the party has been changed from German Workers' Party to the Nazi Party. Now, and Hitler was the main leader of this Nazi party. Now, under Weimar Republic, socialist, Catholic, and Democrats were involved in Germany. Now, the conservatives called them November criminals, and the conservatives called all the Weimar Republic followers, which included socialists and Catholics and Democrats, they called them November criminals. Now, in 1923, Germany denied to give war compensation to the Allied powers. Now, Germany decided that they will not continue to give the pounds to the Allied powers as a war compensation, and the result of it was France occupied Ruhr. Now, in 1924 to 1928, during this period, Germany started to establish its economy, or it started stability in its economy, but it was only that US was providing loan to the Germany. So it was basically US who is providing the loan to the Germany so that they can be establish their industrialization and the industry during the 1924 to 1928. But in 1929, now the economic support ended to the Germany, which was given by the US earlier, because US share market collapsed totally. US itself was facing so much of, you can say, fall in their economy. Now in Germany, Great Depression has started. That after facing so many challenges in US, the US economy collapsed, and then they cannot give the support, economic support to the Germany, and ultimately Germany has to face the Great Depression situation. Now, in 1923, Nazi party emerged as the largest party of the Germany. After the Great Depression, Nazi party has got so much of support by the public of the Germany, and Adolf Hitler promised to all the German that Nazi party eradicate unemployment and economic depression from the Germany. Now in 1933, President Hindenburg offered the highest post of cabinet chancellorship to the Adolf Hitler, and after becoming the chancellor of the cabinet in Germany by the president, Adolf Hitler has changed so many things. First of all, he has removed the democrat rules from the Germany completely. Second, he has introduced fire decree, and it was the order that under which the civil rights has been ended in Germany. Now the people are not free to take any decision. Third change Adolf Hitler has done in Germany in 1933, he kept communist people in the concentration camp. He hated the communist people, and that's why he used to punish them, and he started to open the concentration camps for punishing all the communists. Third, the another significant change which was done by the Adolf Hitler in Germany, that on 3rd March 1933, enabling act was passed and democratic rule suspended completely from Germany. You can see that as you know that Adolf Hitler was a pure autocratic ruler, and that's why when he has been you can say appointed as a chancellor in Germany, so he just want to eradicate, he just want to end any type of democracy from the Germany, because he want to create the autocratic rule of himself. And another change, finally Hitler dictatorship established completely in Germany, and he has also banned trade unions in Germany. Only the Nazi party is allowed to form any type of meetings and association or political party. So he has banned totally any type of trade union in Germany. Now, in 1938, Germany and Australia merged together, as Adolf Hitler thought that to you can say empower the Germany economically, and administrative system or the army should be more strengthened. So he decided to merge the Austria with the Germany, and he has given the slogan that one people, one empire, and one leader. Now, in 1939, Germany attacked Poland, and in this way, Second World War was started. So how the Second World War started? That when Germany attacked Poland in 1939, it was the starting point of Second World War. Now, in 1940, Tripartite Pact was signed among Germany, Italy, and Japan. Now Hitler international powers strengthened. Why Hitler signed the tripartite pact with Italy and Japan? Because internationally he wants to be more successful and he wants to enhance and increase its economical power as well as its administrative and the defense power. So he has signed the tripartite pact with Italy and Japan. Now, as we know that when Hitler was in power in Germany, he was a strong believer of the racial hierarchy. We have studied a lot in detail from this chapter that he has divided the society on the basis of the race and the casteism. And first of all, according to him, on the top priority in German people, he has given the place to the Nordic Aryans, and after that the other colored people, and at the bottom he has given the importance to the Jews, Gypsy or the black people, as according to him pure and healthy Nordic Aryans only they deserve to live and happily and to enjoy the liberty in the Germany, while other races should be treated as a discriminating way and they shouldn't blessed with the equal rights and opportunity. So he was only wanted the survival of the Nordic Aryans. Now in 1941 Hitler attacked Soviet Union, and it was a one most, you can say, for unfortunate for the Hitler, that when Hitler attacked Soviet Union, Germany had to lost the war, and in that's why in 1945 World War II has ended and Hitler rulership also come to an end. So students, it is a quick revision for your history chapter Nazism and the rise of Hitler. So you have to keep this thing in your mind that this is only revision. Here the only important thing has been dictated to you, but for the examination purpose you need to read each and every content in a detailed manner, and you have to understand the NCERT question also, and you need to understand the concept that what is all about the chapter. If we are talking about Nazism, so how the Nazism Nazi party came to an existence in Germany, how the rise of Hitler was supported by the people, why people support Hitler and its ideology, even he was a dictator. What were the condition to support the Hitler in Germany? So you have to read all these things in a detailed manner. Only then you will be able to understand the concept of the chapter as a whole, and you will be able to answer any type of question from any type of chapter. This thing, it is all about the quick revision date wise. Even when we see that how the racial hierarchy was decided by the Hitler, so you might be knowing and you should be know that how he has forced the young students also, that he has marked the schools and the preschool and the junior schools in Germany, that how the small kids and children should be aware that they have to talk and they develop their friendship only with the Nordic Aryans, and they are not allowed to talk with the Jews and the Gypsy as they are minor. He also decided to give the different type of education to the girls and the boys, as he used to tell the teachers that they have to give the education to the boys, that they have to be more aggressive, they have to be more short tempered, as they have to be the part of army. So that's why they should be not so much kind, they have to be very, you can say, very agitated and very aggressive. And at the same time he used to give the girl child in the school that their main work is to produce the children, or they are their work is limited to their domestic welfare. So here Hitler was not in the favor of girls education. He only want to give the information, drill the information in the girl's child, that the girl child should be prepared, brought up in such a manner that after some time when they will engage in marriage, they used to produce more and more children. Even in Nazi society, Hitler was so autocratic and so, you can say, far away from any humanity, that he has arranged the awards for the female who will produce more and more pure Aryan blood children. that he also banned that there will be no intercaste marriage. It means Nordic Aryans cannot no tie with the gypsies and the other culture people. They are not allowed. If somebody will do that, then they hang to death. They were executed and punished by the Hitler government. And not only this, he also arranged the awards for the female who produce 5 children. Then he gave them bronze medal. Then who produced 6 children, he blessed them with a silver cross. And if the female produce in Germany more than 6 Nordic Aryan children, then he offered them the golden cross. So in this manner, in the society also, in the education also, in the army field also, in the politics also, Hitler wants to just rule as a autocratic. That's why it has spoken that Hitler didn't rule over the German society, he ruled over the mind of the German people. And he has done this with the help of so much, you can say, autocratic rulership. And he also started to modify the small kids' brain in the school and the other academic area. So, it is all about the quick revision of the chapter Nazism and the rise of Hitler. Till then, take care. Goodbye.